Hello, Shenanigamers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. We went into the ruins last time, and unfortunately we lost Bone Lady. But Bone Lady will be back. She always comes back. So, in the meantime, let's see what we can do here. Let's see, who can we take and where? I think we're gonna try and go to the wheel this time. So let's see who we want to bring there. We could bring Revieres. We could bring Papon. Yeah, if we're going to a champion quest, then we definitely don't want to bring Revieres. So yeah, we could bring Papon. We'll build Adventurer. We can bring Varal. Who else? Doesn't look like we have much of anything else, or anyone else who's particularly good or has some kind of corpse that helped them in the field. So let's just see what else we can do then. Shabam is an Eldritch Slayer. We could bring them. We can bring Ormond. No, Ormond's a wield foe. We probably don't want to bring them. Venoy's an Eldritch Hater. We can bring Venoy. Let's see. We could bring Venoy, but I feel like there are better choices for this. Perhaps we don't go to the Weald. We could try and take on a boss. We could try and take on the Inchoate Flesh, the Brigand 8-pounder, or the Sodden Crew. Let's give that a try. Let's go to the Warrens. Yeah, we're gonna try and take on a boss this time. We'll bring Just Relax Kid Jr. We'll bring Bekoth. We'll bring Thraman. We'll bring Sysant. Everyone's about as upgraded as they can be at this point. So let's get some trinkets here. Unequip and sort by rarity. There we go. Let's see. On Thraman, what do we want to give you? We can give you the Heartburst Hood. what else? I think we give you the Ancestor's Tentacle Idol. Since the Flagellant tends to do a lot more of their damage when they are at low health, I think that'll probably be in our best interest. Now, just relax, kid. I think we want to give you Barristan's Head to get you some protection. That'll up your stress a bit, but it shouldn't be too much, hopefully. And what else? What else do we give you? We could give you the Book of Constitution. But I think... I think that's probably not the best thing to give you. If we can keep the torch high, we can kind of negate the stress boost from Barristan's Head with the Solar Crown. But I'm not too sure that we want to bank on that. So instead, let's go with the Warrior's Cap, up your melee accuracy. Then with Siset, let's see what we can give you. We can give you this Fleet Florin to up your speed and debuff chances. And then we can up your max HP and healing skills with the Candle of Life. You're a Warren's Phobe, which is not great, but we'll do what we can with that. And then back off. Let's give you the Ancestor Scroll. And the Medic's Boots. I'll give you a nice boost to your healing and to your stress healing. Not that we're going to use Skeet Shot much, I don't think. But still, it's there if we need it. Alright, let's go ahead and provision here. This is a boss, so we want to be careful. We'll take 2 full stacks of food, 4 torches, 5 bandages, 5 antivenoms, 5 medicinal herbs. We'll take 2 skeleton keys, 6 holy waters, 5 laudanums, 2 full stacks of torches. Alright. Let's go ahead and embark.
My zeal for blood rituals and summoning rites had begun to ebb, as each attempt invariably brought only failure and disappointment. Progress was halting, and the rapidly accumulating surplus of wasted flesh had become burdensome.
The thing is more terrible than I can describe. An incoherent jumble of organ, sinew, and bone.
Alright then. Well, let's see. Where could this be? We have a lot of places to look for this thing here. So, let's go ahead and start looking, I suppose. We'll head forward here. We have 3 swine wretches right off the bat. Not great. Start with the invigorating vapors. And the dodge is up. Vomit. Kid. And then a vomit on Siset with a crit for 2.
Unbalanced.
And a vomit on Farman, which they dodge. Let's go for the punish here. Get the bleed. Good one at that. The bleed will take care of the wretch there. Let's go for the crush on this wretch. The crit for 18. Now that is a proper flanking. And let's go for call the shot here. They're marked. We get the debuff, which drops their dodge. Let's go for the fortifying vapors here on the Syset. That'll heal them back up. And we can go for the punish here. We get the bleed and the debuff.
Great is the weapon that cuts
That one
on
dies
its
to the
own.
bleed. That one does not die to the bleed. Vomit on pick off. And then we can go for crush.
Press this
That'll take them
advantage.
down.
Give them no quarter.
We'll take what we can from this. We have a dinner cart. We already have 2 full stacks of food. I don't think we really want to look through this. So we're just going to leave it there for now. And we have a room battle. We have a brigand bloodletter, a brigand cutthroat, and a brigand fusilier. Start off with the invigorating vapors. And then we'll go for the rain of sorrow. You get the bleed and the debuff on both of them. Shank on the Koth. Ow. And they get the bleed. Rain of whips. Ow. And get the bleed on Kid. Blanket fire. Gets everybody. They get the debuff on Syset. Let's see here. Let's see here. We can use a bandage to get rid of that bleed. And then we can use aimed shot here. And we'll go ahead and use that on... Well, actually, might not need to. Let's go ahead and use the aim shot on the Brigand Bloodletter. Mark them. And we get the debuff. Now let's go for the Retribution on the Bloodletter here. A little bit of damage, but we set the mark and the Repulse up on Kid. Set up the Invigorating Vapors again. And dodge even higher. We'll go for another Rain of Sorrows. Get the bleed and the debuff. Now we'll go for the command here. We want a bit more accuracy. Crit. And if they're being guarded, the damage goes up. The bleed takes care of that one. Fusilier is knocked down. Let's go for the patch up here on the cuff. Heal them up. Rain of whips. Everyone gets hit. We get the bleed on Syset and Kid.
Slowly,
Though
gently.
Framon and
This is
Pickoff
how a life is
resisted.
taken.
And they got hit back for a decent amount. So now let's go for the Fortifying Vapors on Syset.
Compassion is a
Build them up.
rarity in the fevered pitch of
Go
battle.
for Punish here with a crit for 15. Get the bleed and the debuff on that. We'll go for a patch up on Framon with a crit heal for 14. And then we'll go for a crush here.
Prodigious size alone does not
Take care of the
dissuade
blood
the
letter.
sharpened blade.
Take what we can from this. We do have some sapphires. I'd like to take them. We'll use a torch here.
The
We'll
way
light up
is
what
lit.
we can.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
We'll swap out the citrine for the sapphire. We have no scout here. That's fine. Let's see. What is this? The sacrificial stone. A stone used for ancient barbaric rituals. Let's have Framon interact with it. Gives them insight into the Warrens. We got Warren Scrounger, +5 scouting chance in the Warrens. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and keep moving. Here we have another dinner cart. We're still fine though. The bleeds have gone away now. Take and use this torch.
The
Should have
light,
had
the promise of
Syset
safety.
check that. But we did not. No room battle here. We do have a scout, and a large one at that, and we found a secret door. Hold on. Let's go ahead and head over here then. We'll have Syset check this unburned torch.
If only treasure
Take
could
it.
staunch
And this
the flow
minor
of
antique.
otherworldly
Have them check
corruption.
this crate. Take what we can from that. Just the antique. That's fine. Use a torch into
As
this
the
room.
light gains purchase, spirits are lifted
No
and
further
purpose
scout.
is made clear.
The boss room is over here. We can deal with the hunger just fine. Let's have Framan look through these books. It's an old journal entry. That's fine. And then right here we have Radiant Light, which we can now
Secrets
snuff.
and wonders can be found
Here
in
we
the
have
most
the ancient
tenebrous
artifact.
corners of this place.
We'll have Syset use the skeleton key here. Get as much from it as we can. Take the
trinkets
minor
and
antique.
baubles, paid for in blood.
Eat some food there. What all can we swap out for this puzzling trapezohedron? Let's swap out one skeleton key. And then we can drop the food here. Well, one stack of food at least. And then we will swap out the sapphire. Nope. Actually, you know what? Let's keep the food. Let's drop these deeds. These are worth quite a bit of coins. It's good that we have them. Right. Now let's go ahead and set up camp here.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Go ahead and feast. Now, let's see. What do we want to do here? What can we do here? We have no way to prevent nighttime ambush, but that's alright. We can go ahead and set up some good buffs here, though. So now, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and use some strange powders here, and we'll use those on Kid. I obtained this formula in the Far East, and it is wondrous. And we'll have Kid go for the tactics. Give everyone a bonus to a dodge and crit. Key to a continued heartbeat is your foot movement. I think he said that. Or move your feet, something along those lines. You can go for weapons practice. Everyone gets a bonus to damage. A lifetime of practice still leaves more to learn. And we did get a bit more crit on Framan and on Pekov. Now everyone has more dodge, more crit, more damage. We can go for encourage on Kid here. Savage, unclean, these fiends hold no sway, or something like that. Didn't quite catch all of it. Right, then we'll go ahead and rest.
I am ready for the battle. Let them come.
I am coping well despite the madness all around. I'm glad to face these dangers with all of you. Wake up, they are upon us, so we do get an ambush. The party didn't change that much in terms of order though. So we have Swine Drummer, 2 cultist brawlers, and we start with the Drums of Doom. Well, actually no, it was Drums of Debilitation. They started with the Drums of Debilitation on Kid. Kid is now at the back, and Pekov is now in the second rank, or position. Alright, that's fine. We'll go with the Invigorating Vapors here. Up everybody's dodge. We'll move Pekov back 2. We'll go for the Punish with Framan to get the bleed and the debuff. Bleed hits them hard. Renfield Gods. Good dodge Syset. Another Renfield Gods. Or another Renfield Gods. Don't dodge that one. They get the debuff and the bleed. Now let's go for the riposte. With the retribution on the cultist brawler here. Towards them, the bleed will take care of them. Everything runs right. Set up the riposte on the mark. Let's go ahead and yeah, we'll use a bandage. And then we will use the flash powder here on the sworn drummer. Get the debuff. We'll go for the punish on this cultist brawler with a crit for 15. I'll take them down. Drums of Doom.
The ground
And a
quakes.
crit for 13 on the riposte. And then we'll go for a patch up here on Saiset. Bleed takes down that cultist brawler. And then we can go for retribution here. And that will take them down.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Take the rare antique and the gold that we get from that. Everyone's still at high health. Fromon is a little low. We'll have them eat a little bit of food just to heal up to full. Alright. Now, let's head into this boss battle. This one's coming up quick on us. Let's hope we're prepared for this. Did not read the text that started this quest.
Squirming, contorting, and ever expanding. This horror must be unmade.
Well, that was interesting. So, we have the Inchoate Flesh. And it looks like it has multiple pieces. Each piece has different stats, but it shares one single health bar. It has 100 health. It's Eldritch. These bits here that have that look to be like spines or ribs or what have you, we'll just call them the spine. Spines have 70% protection, 0 dodge, 1 speed, 20% blight and debuff resistance, 200% move resistance, 40% bleed resistance, and 50% stun resistance. This bit here, which did a sanguine stroke, so I'm assuming that's supposed to be some kind of heart or vein. I'm gonna call it a heart. Has 0 dodge, 10 speed, 10% stun resistance, 200% move resistance, and no blight, bleed, or debuff resistance. Yeah, the blight, bleed, and debuff resistance for this thing is... Yeah, this thing has no resistances to those. Its blight resistance, bleed resistance, and debuff resistance are all 0. Alright then. And then this bit at the back, which looks kind of like a back leg, I suppose. Or at least some kind of animal's back legs, I'm going to think and hope, anyways. Or it could just be... I'm not sure entirely. There's a lot going on there. I'm going to call it the back section of it. It has 30% protection. Yeah, that one has 30% protection, 0 dodge, 8 speed, 25% stun resistance, 40% light resistance, 20% bleed and debuff resistance, and 200% move resistance. So moving them is not going to really fly in this battle, so to speak. I should have moved the party back to the default order before I got here. Well, let's go ahead and move Sisek back 1. And then we'll go for the Rain of Sorrows to hit both of these. Get the crit, one of them. Get the debuff and bleed on both. Undulating Invasion on Syset. Dodge, Bone Zephyr, pick off. Ow. They resist the stun. And then a Bone Zephyr on Syset, which they dodge. Good dodge. Alright, well then. Let's start setting up some holy waters here too. Now, let's go ahead and... let's go for the call the shot here on this bit here, on this heart. Marked, debuffed, and we'll go for the retribution. We'll go for that on the heart as well. Mark, set up, riposte, shift again, And now we have this here. We have the head. Okay, yeah, I think I get it. We have the head, the heart, the spine or back, and then the rear or back, I guess. Yeah, the head, or I guess this could be a neck. Yeah, head, neck, back, heart, or something like that. Then the head has 50% protection, 0 dodge, 5 speed, 50% stun resistance, 20% blight and debuff resistance, 200% move resistance, and 40% bleed resistance. Alright. Let's go ahead and use Invigorating Vapors here. Up everyone's dodge a bit. And then we can actually go for the Defender here on Syset. Because Syset is rather fragile, we'll do that. Sanguine Stroke. Heal him up a bit. We'll go for another Rain of Sorrow here. Crit for 5 on the heart. Get the bleed and the debuff on both of them. Undulating Invasion. Cough. Ow. Resist the Blight though. Alright, now let's go for the aim shot on this back section here. Get some damage going there. Maws of Life. Kid. Get the riposte. Resist the bleed. Bone Zephyr. Kid. Resist the stun. Get back. It shifts again. Undulating Invasion. Back off. They resist the Blight. Maws of Life. On Kid. They get hit. They hit back. They resist the bleed. Let's go with the Invigorating Vapors again. Just keep that going. And then we'll go with another Rain of Sorrows here.
Impressive.
Crit 3 on the front, and we get the bleed and the debuff on both of them again. Now let's go for the. Let's go for the aim shot on the head, since it's still marked. That bleed does a lot of work there. Undulating Invasion. Kid crits for 8, and they get the blight. We do get the repulse back. Let's go for the retribution here on the head. Put the mark back up, keep the repulse going. Zephyr on Syset gets redirected to Kid. They resist the stun, shifts again, so now it's 1 head and 3 spines. Use some holy water here on Syset. We'll go for the Fortifying Vapors on Kid. Go for the Maws of Life on Kid. Hit. They resist the bleed. Pulse does some damage. Go for another Rain of Sorrows here. Get the bleed and the debuff again. The bleeds here will be enough to take down the flesh, so you don't really have to worry about that so much. But yes, that's going to be good. Just in case, though, we're going to have this. We're gonna put some holy water. We'll have Kid use holy water here. Then we'll have him use an anti-venom to get that blight. We'll go for the command.
A brilliant confluence
Bone
of
Zephyr
skill
on
and
Thoth.
purpose.
They do not resist the stun. And the stun goes off there. And then bleed there. And that one's back. Goes with Bone Zephyr on Syset.
It is as grotesque in death as it was in life.
Bleed. Third one takes them all down.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Not entirely sure we want to take any of this with us. We're already good with what we have for the most part. We could continue adventuring, but I think we're going to call that one a win and then just return to the hamlet. So we got a Pagan Talisman out of that. Plus 25% damage versus Fanatic. Minus 10% stress. I'm sure that'll come handy at some point. Also got 3 portraits and 4 crests from that. And 4,500 gold as a quest reward. And you got 18,315 gold and treasure and like, items in our inventory. Thramon is now level 3, as is Kid and Pikoth. Syset is now level 2. Syset got Eagle Eye out of that. Not a bad skill for them to have. And Pikoth got Deadly. Again, not a bad skill for them to have. That went rather well.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Alright. Everyone did fairly well. So we have a Blighting Satchel, a Swift Cloak, Cudgel Weight, and a Defender's Seal. Swift Cloak, plus 2 speed, minus 20% move resist. Nothing that really interests us too much on that wagon there. And then on the stagecoach here, we have a Veteran Flagellant, an Adventurer Crusader and Leper, an Apprentice Plague Doctor and Crusader, and a Seeker, Houndmaster, and a Cultist. Let's take a look at this Plague Doctor, since we recently lost one. We have Fading and Paranormania. Fading isn't great. We have Unholy Slayer and Healer's Gift. Could do better, I suppose. I think we'll wait on that. I think we're gonna wait just a bit longer. We're gonna wait a bit to see if we can't find a better Plague Doctor to put onto the roster here. But we're going to go ahead and equip all trinkets. Sort by rarity. There we go. Right. And that is going to go ahead and do it for this episode of Darkest Dungeon. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already if you want to see more content like this or the other kinds of content that we put out on this channel. We're going to keep that content coming, so don't you worry about that. Hit the notification bell so that you receive notifications whenever we upload new videos. Leave a comment on the video. It helps us out a lot. It really, really does. Also, remember to leave a comment if you want to have one of the heroes on this roster named after you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!